guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's video will be the mid-monthly reading for the month of September 2018, focusing on the areas of career and finance and love and relationships. For the reading, I'll be using the Wheel of the Year Tarot for the love and relationships part of the reading, the Gilded Tarot for the career and finance. If I need to clarify anything, I'll use the Zillich Tarot. And I'll also pull additional oracle cards from the Romance Angels deck by Doreen Virtue and the Life Purpose oracle card deck, also by Doreen Virtue. As I like to remind you, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate with you. In order to get a truly personalized reading focusing on you, what's going on in your life right now, you would need to get a private reading with me. If you're interested, all of the information that you need to order a private reading can be found in the description box below this video. Additionally, I would encourage you to watch not just your sun sign video, but also your rising and moon sign. Sometimes the messages, you can pick up bits and pieces in each of the readings, and then by listening to all three of them, you will get a more complete overview of what what you can be expecting, what might be coming up during the last portion of the month. And one last message, this is focusing on love and career and finance. If you're looking for just the general overview for the month of September, those have already been posted. You can find those, in the playlist on my channel. And then the ones for October will be coming out more towards the end of the month, when I'll also put out the full moon reading and do the next full moon drawing. All right, I think that's it as far as messages. So I will say bye for now, and we'll see each of the signs in 1 second for your reading. Hi Pisces, hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your reading. So we'll start with the career and finance part of your reading, okay? In the past position, so the energy heading into the last 2 weeks of the month, you have Major Arcana number 13, Death, followed by Major Arcana number 10, Wheel of Fortune. The outbound energy is the Four of Wands. And the card from the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the last 2 weeks of the month, you have the Two of Cups. And from the Life Purpose oracle card deck, you have Artist. Engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. Now it's interesting, without kind of jumping ahead too much, but in both readings you have repeat cards. First of all, you have the Wheel of Fortune appears twice, okay? You also have a lot of major arcanas. Half of your reading for the first part of the reading is major arcanas, right? And the second part, the love and relationships, you have 3 of the 4 cards are major arcanas. So, I would say that this month, or the rest of this month, could be very significant for many of you in the areas of career and finance and love and relationships. But let's go through the cards individually, and then I'll kind of tie it all together with the main message. So with the Death card sitting in the past position, the Death card speaks of a significant ending, right? Both of these cards, because 10s in the Tarot are also endings, right? And we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is number 10. So both of these cards speak of a particularly, long chapter in your life ending, or the ending to something, but it will give way to something supposedly better with the Wheel of Fortune coming in. The Death card sometimes can have to do with the need to face, it can be facing our fears, in order to sort of not get or not remain in can be a job, that's not remain in or become stagnant, not allow ourselves to kind of get stuck in a particular job, right, or in a particular cycle. So the Death card comes in to say, no, it's the ending to that. Sometimes the Death card, it's not always that easy to deal with, right? Endings are not always easy things to handle, but in this case, it's a necessary ending, right? And what it kind of brings in, what it introduces to you as a new opportunity. And that's with the Wheel of Fortune immediately after it. I mean, there's an ending which is bringing in a change of events, and it's a positive change, right? The Wheel of Fortune it's a very karmic card. It's a card that speaks of, fated events, fated things happening, right? But at the right time. There's divine timing at play with the Wheel of Fortune. And what it is also asking us to do, if you can see here that, there's a sun sort of sitting dead in the middle of this Wheel of Fortune. So it's all about, us remaining very centered as these changes are occurring, right? So remaining centered and allowing, yes, we have to allow, there are certain things that are out of our control, these, fated events, and the Wheel of Fortune it can have to do with sort of karmic events, right? The Wheel of Fortune, if you've been on the sort of this downswing on a negative cycle, now, things are turning around and things are starting to pick up for you. They're starting to look up, and there are certain synchronicities or, things, this divine timing to events that happen in our life that it's all about kind of us doing our parts, remaining centered, remaining focused, but also adapting to and allowing for, the universe to sort of step in and bring these fated things into our lives. And whatever this new thing is, or this change, right? This could be a change in your finances, an improvement in your finances. There could be a change in a job, right? An improvement within the career. So this could be a promotion. This could be a change of job. This could be a change of, location, even with the Four of Wands card coming out as the outbound energy. This is a card of fours in the tarot. They're a very solid, stable energy. And it's usually referred to as like the happy home, it's the home and family card. There could be this change, could have something to do with a home. There could be changing home, moving to a brand new home, or just, if you've rented a new place, moving to that new place. But there's stability coming in, right? And it's like whatever this change is, it's positive and it's bringing more stability into your life. And this could have to do with the Two of Cups as the overall energy. It could have to do with a partnership. Okay, the Two of Cups is it's relationships. It has to do with our emotions, feelings, and the Two of Cups, it's the minor arcana version of the Lover's card. So in a love reading, the Two of Cups can definitely be that that soulmate connection, that deep, loving connection with another individual. The sort of opposites coming together, the seeing yourself in the other person, the two of you together complement each other, and there's a harmony, right? You're working together on the relationship. Well, here we're looking, thinking of this more in terms of money or, your career. So this could be a partnership. There could be a change coming in. This could be partnering with another person. If this isn't, like a partnership sort of opportunity, you could be working with somebody within your workplace, and there's a very good relationship between the two of you, right? There's a sort of a meeting of the minds. So it can be this, friendship relationship or partnership relationship. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic in nature, but it's very harmonious. So I think, whatever this change is and this partnership relationship that you have sort of guiding you, over the next couple of weeks, it's very positive. The Four of Wands is also, it's a card. It can speak of reaching a milestone, of, sort of having some type of kind of short-term success, whether this is a project, completing something. There's, it's very positive. So this positive meeting of the minds, this positive change of events, and then greater stability coming in, possibly to do with, it can have to do with your family, your home. So, bringing greater stability to your home. Obviously, if this is, a change in job, you're changing for a job that pays more money, or, you're starting up your own business, which is going to allow you to maybe work from home or spend more time with your family, right? There could be this change in events coming in where there's, for some of you, there's, you could be walking away, leaving, maybe that traditional 9 to 5 type of job. And this big change that's coming in is the ability to now, work from home. Maybe you have your partner is it could be your significant other, right? If it's not, you could be just partnering with a friend of yours, and there's this very, very good, you complement each other well, right? If you are working on this brand new business, this home-based business, it's like what both of you bring to the table, to putting it together, it's a great, kind of combination. It's a great partnership that, is going to bring great success to whatever this new home business is, or, there's success at hand, and stability as well. And this could have to do with, let's take a look at the life purpose card. I like to read the full meaning for the cards, and this is Artist, and it says, your inner world is colorful, and this card is a reminder that your career can be colorful as well. With your artistic eye, you naturally gravitate toward beautiful shades, shapes, and objects. Now the angels want to bring artistry into your career field. You will feel more fulfilled with work that helps you express your inner artist. You drew this card because it's important for you to take action steps as the artist you truly are. If you had unlimited time and money, what type of creative work would you engage in? Your answer to this question indicates a beneficial avenue for you to explore now. In fact, this is precisely what will open up all your channels so that you experience more support, time, and creative energy. So please take the opportunity to engage in something artistic, such as painting, jewelry making, an art course, sketching, dancing, sewing, and so forth. Your finished creation may or may not become the basis of a commercial venture. However, your actions and artistic expression will definitely have a positive effect upon your career and every other aspect of your life. So interesting. So yeah, I mean, this, for some of you, this creative, right, what it's talking about, the creative artistic activities could have something to do with this home-based business for some of you, right? For others, it could just be something that, by allowing yourself to, to have the sort of artistic, this outlet for you to work on, the artistic projects on the side, it could help you. It could in some way, benefit you within your workplace. As far as, people, you don't have any court cards in your reading. I mean, the Death card, it's linked with Scorpio. There could be a Scorpio, and we do have the Two of Cups, which, Cups energy, it's Cancer, Pisces, like yourself, or Scorpio. So again, could be a Scorpio playing a significant role, possibly with this new opportunity or this new partnership even. And then we have, the overall energy of the Four of Wands. Wands is fire energy, so Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But the main message coming through is, this harmonious partnership. So possibly partnering creatively, or, just working with somebody within your career, within the workplace, but an ending to something fated, new beginnings, new opportunities coming in, but it's bringing greater stability. So looks very positive. Let's move on to your love and relationship. So you have in the past position, Major Arcana number 20, Judgment, followed by the Princess of Pentacles. This would be the Page of Pentacles in the traditional tarot. And the outbound energy is Major Arcana number 7, the Chariot. And it was interesting, so I was talking about the repeating cards, and when I was shuffling the cards for the first part of the reading, the Chariot card kept showing up. Like when I was shuffling, it kept kind of showing up, but it didn't actually come out, but I saw it, and then it turned up anyway in the second part of the reading. And the overall energy is repeated card, right? The wheel. It's a major arcana number 10. So, as far as your relationship goes, I see that for some of you, there could be a renewal. So, reconciliation or some type of renewal. For others, there could be moving ahead, right? With the Chariot card, there could be a moving ahead with a relationship or something. It could be somebody that you already know. It could be something new. But there is, the overall energy of the Wheel of Fortune is there's change. Again, change in the situation here and fated events, right? Karmic, very karmic energy with the wheel as the overall energy. And it's interesting because the Judgment card, I mean, it's usually something, it's a card that we think of attached to sort of, it can be a difficult decision, like a judgment call. It can have to do with, an actual calling, so being called to something, to do something. It can also have to do with, similar to the Death card, but, to like an ending and then this rebirth after that particular ending. And in this deck, the card is called The Path Towards the Light, and you can see that the woman is, she's just gazing very intently at this bright light, and it really has to do with overcoming, right? Overcoming the past. It can be renewal, rebirth, very positive events, and you can see that, the light, she's staring at the light, and you see all the little flowers that are coming up through the cold, even though there's snow on the ground. It's like this light is warming, it's shining its light on these little flowers. So, this could be after a long period for some of you, of not dating, of not being in a relationship. You're now kind of, just like the flowers, much like flowers in the springtime. It's like you're just starting to kind of poke your head up out of the snow here, right? And you're warming up to the idea of getting back into the dating game again. For others, there's this definite message of overcoming the past, and there could have been this could have been something that you have been working on with the Princess of Pentacles. This is a very it's a very determined type of energy. It's a very stable energy as well, right? She's the Suit of Pentacles. It deals with the like the material things in life. So, our finances, has to do with our home. It has to do with the money that we earn from the work that we do, our family, education, knowledge. But it's very, it's very grounded. It's very stable energy. And this particular princess, I mean, you see she's there and she's counting her coins. She's worked very hard. You see she has a whole bag of coins on the floor there. So she's very studious, right? She's very focused on, something, on her goal, on her, whatever this is that she's working on. So, for some of you, there could have been this conscious effort to, to work on yourself. And this can have to do with past, right? Leaving things in the past, getting over something from the past hurts, just past fears even, from resulting from past relationships, but something that you've been working quite hard on. And then with the Chariot coming out, I mean, it's positive. There's a victory at hand here with the Chariot card, and the Chariot is all about forward momentum, forward movement, right? It's like full steam ahead, and you can see he's even holding. First of all, he's holding the reins in one hand very loosely, right? But he's still able to control these opposing energies of the light and the dark horse. So, kind of represents the bringing together of the yin and yang energy. So mastering, bringing those together. And what he's holding is the sunflower. So, we have this kind of sun shining down or shining as he heads forward. And the sun is in the tarot, it's like the most positive card of the major arcana. And so he's holding this, you know, and he's in this deck, he's called the Brilliant Messenger. And he's sort of charging ahead here, and he's, you know, he's very excited. He's very enthusiastic about where he's heading. He's also, it can have to do with, you know, actual movement, like new destinations. And we do have the Wheel of Fortune, which is also, you know, there's a wheel, kind of represents movement as well. So there could be some type of movement across land even. Could be moving. And this new relationship, it could come in after this move. And again, I'm getting this spring, like coming up after the spring. So even though this shows up for, you know, the remaining part of this month, there might be something to do with, you know, from this past spring, with the flowers coming up here, especially in the past. So there could have been a relationship that you, maybe you ended in the springtime. You're getting over something that happened in the springtime, and you've just been working diligently, just kind of working through everything, even working on how to deal with what happened. And then, you know, there's this forward movement. And with this Brilliant Messenger card, it can speak, in this deck, it speaks of like the springtime reawakening. So, you know, I think that there's this springtime message coming through. So again, could have been something that you got out of in the springtime. You've been single since then. And now it's like, okay, you know, I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to get back into a relationship, and, you know, and now's the time. And then with the 10 of the Wheel of Fortune coming out as the overall energy, again, very much as I was talking about up here in the first reading, you know, it's a card of cycles, right? It's a card that speaks of change, a very fated, it's karmic energy. Change is coming in, but change is for the better with the Wheel card. So, you know, again, if there was this difficult situation, you've been dealing with it, you know, it's over now. You have victory. You have the Wheel card moving you forward. So it's about, you know, leaving that behind, heading off in search of a new beginning. And this, you know, in this particular deck especially, the card itself is called the Four Seasons. So another kind of, you know, reference to the springtime in here, but it definitely speaks of new beginnings, and then, you know, unexpected good fortune as well, and very karmic encounters, karmic events happening. If there is a move, again, could be very karmic. There could be you could meet somebody after this move. So there's, you know, divine orchestration at play here, especially with 3 of the 4 cards being major arcanas. For some of you, there could definitely be something brand new beginning or coming in after, you know, quite a while of being single, working on yourself. You know, maybe you've been focused more on your studies, on your, you know, your finances, just working. You've just been very focused on kind of your career and what's been going on, you know, in your own life. And you haven't really kind of you haven't had that space for relationships, but that's changing now, right? There's a change coming in. And let's take a look at the Romance Angels card. Says you deserve love. And the full meaning for the card says, the Romance Angels are cheering you on in your quest for great love by letting you know you deserve it. You are naturally a loving and lovable person, as is everyone. You have the right to be treated with kindness and respect by everyone in your life. If you've had harsh life experiences, you may have blamed yourself and felt unworthy of receiving affection. This card is a reassurance that you do deserve it. You are a beautiful being, no matter what any person has said or done to you, and no matter what happened in the past. The more you affirm, I am lovable, I am loved, I am loving, the more this experience comes true for you. Affirmations help you believe spiritual truths at a deep, unconscious level. This, in turn, allows you to attract loving people, relationships, and circumstances. And you definitely deserve that. So yeah, right? I was picking that with leaving this behind, right? And moving forward now. And you do deserve love. And it's, you know, I think for many of you, it's time. right? It's time for this, and it all looks very positive. So I do hope that these messages have helped you. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again. And just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful rest of the month. Bye for now.